Michael Baxter was having an ordinary day. By ordinary, it meant he'd spent the morning rummaging through the laundry pile he swore had developed its own ecosystem, and then grabbed a bagel from the corner cafe. Ordinary, until he felt something wiggle in the pocket of his old worn-out coat. He froze mid-step, hand hovering near his chest. Please don't be a spider. I will never wear this coat ever again, and burn it with fire, then throw it off a cliff. For good measure, I will also feed it to a bunch of crocodile, he muttered. Slowly, cautiously, he reached in. What he pulled out was not a spider. Ah! They both screamed in unison. Michael stared at the tiny alien in his palm. She was no taller than a coffee stirrer, wearing a jumpsuit that looked like it belonged in a retro sci-fi movie, complete with a glowing belt buckle. She had big, luminous eyes, pointy ears, and hair that shimmered like spilled oil. "What the quantum shift?" she squeaked, glaring up at him. "What the—" "You," Michael stammered back. The alien put her hands on her hips, looking as indignant as someone barely 3 inches tall could manage. "Where am I? Is this the land of giants? Oh no, I must have miscalculated when I used the quantum jumper. Ugh, why do they even let me borrow experimental tech on my break? Giants?" Michael blinked. "This is just Earth. Normal-sized Earth. And why were you in my pocket?" "I landed there, obviously," she huffed. "Do you think I'd choose this chaos? I was aiming for a beach planet. Suns, sand, and no bureaucracy. But no, here I am, face to face with some oversized ape who doesn't even shave evenly, and has a real dirty apartment like Asmongold. Context, he is a video game live streamer who, let's say, lives in a very messy place." Michael instinctively rubbed his chin. "Hey, that's—" He paused. "Wait, who even are you? Surely it is not that messy." The alien sighed dramatically. "My name is Captain Zarniathai of the Intergalactic Oversight Commission, but you can call me Zarni. I'm on holiday, okay? The universe is a mess, and I needed a break. Not this." She gestured wildly to his pocket, which now had a tiny scorch mark. "Right, Captain Zarni." Michael lowered her to the table. You're tiny. Shouldn't you be bigger?" Zarni looked mortified. "I'm not tiny. I'm just temporarily spatially compacted." She rummaged through a satchel no bigger than a bottle cap and pulled out a glowing green device. It looked like a cross between a remote control and a whisk. "Good thing I packed my mass reallocator. Step back, big guy." Michael did as told. Zarni pressed a button, and in a flash of light, she grew to just over 4 feet tall. She looked around, adjusted her jumpsuit, and smirked. "There. Much better. Still petite, still adorable, but now I won't get mistaken for pocket lint." "Great," Michael said, trying to process the insanity. "So, what now? Are you leaving?" "Leave? Are you kidding?" Zarni plopped herself onto his couch, which swallowed her up like a beanbag. "I'm on holiday. Earth looks boring, but your food smells weirdly good, and your gravity is so soft and cozy. Mind if I crash here for a bit?" Michael hesitated. You're an alien. Shouldn't you, call your ship or find a way back home?" "Michael," Zarni said with a deadly serious expression, "do you really want to send me back to work? To mountains of universal paperwork and quantum disputes over wormhole tolls?" "No, I didn't think so." He sighed. "Fine, you can stay, but only for the holidays." Over the next few weeks, Michael's life turned into a bizarre sitcom. Zarni quickly proved to be a terrible houseguest, stealing his snacks, rewiring his TV remote to communicate with Jupiter, and using his coffee maker to synthesize interdimensional smoothies. But she also taught him how to turn kitchen utensils into miniature gravity fields, introduced him to alien holiday traditions, which mostly involved glitter explosions, and even used her mass reallocator to shrink him for a ride on her tiny hoverboard. When Michael Cat finally appeared from it, 22 hours of napping. Zarni screamed, "What in the 9 galaxies is that? Run, save yourself! I will smite this beast down!" she exclaimed with a stern expression on her face. Michael quickly interjected, "That's my pet cat Tinkles. He is harmless, well being the size of a mouse. Could pose a problem, let get back to normal size." Zarni quickly activated her device, and they were back to normal size. "You keep these crazy-looking beasts as pets?" she said with slight worry in her voice. Michael trying to hold back laughter as he explained that humans have a wide range of beasts and all sorts of animals as pets. Zani, still unsure about this beast, said, "Well, if it tries any funny business, I will use my shrink device on it." By the time New Year's Eve rolled around, Michael realized he'd grown oddly fond of Zarni. She might have been annoying, bossy, and completely out of place, but she'd also become his best friend. As the clock struck midnight, Zarni raised a tiny glowing drink she'd concocted. "To Michael Baxter, the best giant ape I've ever met." Michael clinked his glass with hers. "To Captain Zarni, the most chaotic alien to ever ruin my couch." They both laughed, and as fireworks lit up the sky outside, Michael thought, maybe the universe wasn't so big and lonely after all.
Especially when you had a 4-foot-tall alien best friend hogging your TV.